Let's begin by asking ourselves, what is a digital native? A digital native is anyone of any age who has used digital technology long enough to develop a natural familiarity with it. Well, why then is there this picture of a young child? Anyone who's been around children knows how natural digital technology seems to come to them. A large part of that is the naturalness and the ease that children learn with. But there is some evidence to suggest that today's children are becoming hardwired with this knowledge. Once again, not only are our literacy skills evolving, our minds seem to be doing so as well. An excellent place to begin our discussion of the new features of the new literacy is the first CNN YouTube Democratic debate, which I believe was of historical importance in how it showcased key aspects of the new literacy. Of course, Jackie and Dunlap from Red State Update made an appearance, direct from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Remy sang his question, accompanied by himself on his guitar. One of the most moving questions was by Kim from Long Island, who removed her wig to reveal her bald head and her hope to be a cancer survivor, a hope that was in doubt because of her lack of health insurance. One of the true stars of the show was the snowman, who asked a question about global warming. So powerful was the snowman in the other questions that after this debate, the Republican candidates immediately canceled their CNN YouTube debate. It's interesting to ask what they were afraid of. That question has both a technological and an ideological answer. Part of what frightened the Republicans was perhaps the power on parade that night. A power that comes from adding together still images, full motion video, music, sounds, the human voice, combined together to deliver a unified effect. After watching the debate, it was hard to disagree with the New Media Consortium's statement in its 2005 report, A Global Imperative, the report of the 21st Century Literacy Summit. And that quote is, "A profound shift is taking place in the way people communicate and express themselves. A new language is being born." Let's take a look at some of the characteristics of this new language. First, it is multimodal. You know, the spoken and written word represent only two pathways for a message to reach our mind. However, the new literacy adds others. Nonverbal and non-musical sounds. Music itself, which is considered a language. Still images as well as full motion video. All of those provide additional pathways for communication. The new language is also multi-layered, rich with nonverbal meanings from our most expressive art forms: photography, drawing, film, music, graphic design, animation. One result is that this new language is potentially more complex and more powerful than traditional language. This new language also meets the test that all languages must meet, and that is to allow the creation of an infinite number of unique messages and be adequate to its users' needs. The adequacy test also states the moment a language is no longer adequate to its users' needs, that language must change. And that principle helps explain why traditional literacy had to change. It became increasingly inadequate to meet our needs in the digital world. This new language is also highly interactive, allowing a degree of collaboration, a staple of today's workplace, whether synchronous or asynchronous, near or remote, thus making this new language ideal for today's global corporations and the global marketplace. No matter where or when, we are connected. As two executives in the first Boston consulting firm wrote, the last and most important wave in the information revolution is the age of connectivity. In other words, for the first time in history, every human being has the potential to be connected to every other human being on the planet. Emphasis on the word potential. This new literacy plays an important role in today's virtual organization. Right now, this moment, you are being educated in a virtual organization. UMUC, an online school whose existence is primarily in cyberspace, containing 90,000 remote students, employees, and teachers working individually and in teams, telecommuting instead of driving, a virtual organization. The new literacy is also modular. Its core element is not the document, but distinct and reusable chunks inside that document. These pieces are synthesized into a larger structure via the grammar of the new literacy. As a result, today's documents are designed, not merely written. Indeed, look in a modern communications textbook and you will find that text-only documents are often referred to as, quote, noisy, and as, quote, communication inhibitors. Therefore, one of the primary demands of the new literacy is a significant reduction in words. Severe irony alert here. Today's literacy means being capable of producing fewer words, not more.